All right. It's another day. So, last night I talked about my feelings about the Atlas's base, the standard Atlas weapon loadout. So here we are in my actual campaign game. And I'm going to change the loadout in the campaign. Take out this SRM 6 triple plus. I'm going to put in this LRM 5 triple plus. Take out the SRM ammo. Put in LRM ammo. And mount some small lasers. I appear to be missing a medium laser, so we'll fix that problem. And we're going to put the Atlas back to the top of the list since my character Spade down here, obviously. That's his bride. The Atlas is my baby. I'm greedy like that. Anyway, I've got some time since it's 22 days to the next mission, which also is the next story mission. So, Guldra, Weldry. Those are on Weldry. Let's look at the map and see if Weldry is between me and Guldra. Nope. Wrong direction. Well, let's do it anyway. It'll give me time for my mechs to be repaired, my mech warriors to heal, so on. Which gives me another idea. Hang on. Go back to the mech bays. One of my favorite mechs in the game, and least useful, is this little locust. I'm going to take out this base LRM 5, and I'm going to put in this double plus, which gets extra stability damage, and that one gets stability damage. So, and we're going to confirm that. That's actually how I found out I had that LRM 5 triple plus. It's like, oh wait, I can put this on my locust. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Back to advancing time. Well, I'll put it on the Atlas and it'll actually get used. Unexpected debris. Space junk in our way. I mean, I have this upgrade. We'll see what happens. More power for the engines. Morale increased by 2. Sorry for the silence. I read slow. Alright, my catapult from the previous mission is fixed, and now the only outstanding mech repairs are the swapping of those LRMs on that little locust like I was just talking about. Alright, well apparently they're done working on all the mechs. So, just to be sure, let's look at what I've got in storage. I don't need AC2s, 5s. I don't have anything with a 10. I think I've already got like a double or a triple plus on the Atlas for the AC20. Yeah, triple plus. Plus 20 damage, plus 20 stability damage. Brutal. Okay, what other fancy weapons do I have here? Flamethrowers, LRM 10 double pluses. There's a 15 triple plus. Nobody needs an SRM2. I've got several SRM6s. So, let's see. Highlander is a double plus. I forgot about the Marauders. I can put the upgraded AC5s. Okay. So these are all my second string mechs anyway. I don't expect to deploy them. So I'm going to swap out this stuff anyway. Put the triple plus LRM 15 in catapult. I had a moment there. And we'll put some upgraded AC5s. Oh, I only have one. But plus 5 damage is plus 5 damage, you feel me? Still 13 days out from Goldra. How are we doing the ship upgrades? I think I don't have anything running at the moment. Let's build a garden. Food's important in deep space, right? My 2 wounded mech warriors from the previous mission should be healed now. And fit enough to return to active duty. There they go.
Job's done, Commander.
Alright. Since I didn't finish looking at the list, so I've got some SRM 6s. I have the SRM 6 triple plus that I took out of the Atlas. Yeah, he's already got double pluses. I don't have another AC5. I do have LRM 10 plus. I'll take that out. I got 50% crit chance plus 2 stability damage. I'm going to go with the crit chance. And how about we're going to put that triple plus SRM 6 into the Highlander here. So that's plus 4 damage. Well, the triple plus that I took out of the Atlas had plus 4 damage plus stability damage. So that's nice. I got a bunch of those. I have 3. Nice. Alright. Well, the Highlander is what I call frontline and will be deployed. So we're going to move that to the top of the list so that it will be done. I mean, we're 10 days out anyway, so. But at least currently as it sits, I am as upgraded as I can get with what I have in stock. My biggest nagging problem is earlier in the campaign, my Highlander took a critical hit, and that is a Star League era Highlander. It's got double heat sinks, and I lost one. I put a standard heatsink in it, which according to the tabletop game you can't do. So now it has a mix of doubles and one standard heatsink. I need to find double heatsinks in order to replace that one that I lost. Ah. I mean, like, I've got almost 26 million. Spending 100 grand to make the ship nice, plus more morale. Not that I need it. I think my morale is already okay. It's not maxed out. I think max is, yeah, say max is 50. Operating costs are, I'm just gonna round up 0.6 million a month. Most of that. Alright, and now we are arriving at Gulja for the next part of the story mission. Oh. And this is one of the new story missions that's been added because of DLCs and expansion. So, I don't know what's going to happen here. Let's send it. I'm working on a bit of a timeline, so excuse me while I keep track on the time. What? Oh, it's because I have Discord open in the background. Picking up a transmission, restoration distress frequencies. A couple hours ago, Lord Madeira. Oh yeah, we're extracting this guy who snuck in to steal some information. It's odd he takes the time to say splintering hardwood. Why, if you're being attacked like that, this first sentence isn't even necessary. He says, oh, they're breaking through the door. I have to go. Either someone, whoever wrote this isn't that great of a writer, or he's a really stuck up dude. But he's kind of her assistant, glasses. Oh, right. So she's no longer in her Kintaro, which is an SRM boat. Well, 3 of the best would include me. Thank you. So here's my Atlas with the plus medium lasers. I got a cockpit mod so I don't take injuries. Upgraded cannons, extra LRMs. This will be interesting. And that, sorry, glitch. Excuse me, is my mech. However, glitch almost always goes with me. And she's usually in the Highlander. I don't know why that was swapped out funny. Which leaves this spot. It's got the Warhammer in it right now. I could take the Archer. Or Marauder. I mean, technically the Marauders are heavier, but less armor. Well, I think we're just going to keep the Warhammer and Keymaster the way it is. Yeah. Let's roll with it. Let's go rescue the guy. So we got 3.5 skulls here, so it's going to be something fairly heavy, but we've got a couple atlases, and not only that, but she has a Star League atlas. I forget what exactly it's got. I want to say she's got 2 medium lasers and 2 large lasers and 2 medium pulse lasers, plus double heat sinks. Something crazy. I don't remember, except that it's awesome. It's not an awesome, though. It is an Atlas. The awesome is an entirely different mech. Cat's asleep. How do you sleep so much? I don't understand. Don't leave our people behind. We're gonna go rescue this guy. Doesn't say anything about picking up the data. I don't know, maybe there'll be a second mission. Maybe he's got a copy of it. Maybe we'll do both things in this one mission. Again, the seemingly unnecessarily long loading screens.
Command interface initiated.
I can't wait to see what her Atlas has. Yeah, she's still got the AC-20, 2 ER larges, 2 medium pulses, plus the SRM and LRMs. So yeah, took the 4 medium lasers, turned 2 of them into pulse lasers and 2 of them into ER larges, and then added a bunch of, switched to double heat sinks. That's going to be a lot of extra weight, though. Maybe she's got an XL fusion reactor or something? I'd have to... Not important. Let's keep going. She is notoriously an aggressive pilot, so we're just going to move her right up. I like hiding in the trees. Oh look, enemy contact.
We've got company.
Turret. Vehicle. That's not what I wanted to do. But it is my lightest mech, so maybe it's not necessarily a bad thing. Here, the Highlander's got jump jets. Let's put Glitch up here on this ridge. The Galleon. Miss with a medium laser, okay. It's another 30-ton vehicle. And this is another point I like to make when playing this game. I have 2 Atlases, a 90-ton Highlander, and a 70-ton Warhammer. Those are some of the biggest and most iconic mechs in the game. And here we are walking up on a couple 30-ton vehicles in a compound with a remote light turret. How... Like, these guys should just surrender or run. He's got 1 medium laser. I mean, even if it was just the Warhammer, the smallest mech I brought, there's nothing they can do. I'm gonna turn the lasers off so I don't build up too much heat, because as long as those PPCs hit, he's done. To reiterate my point, there's nothing they can do. Why don't they surrender? Or call in an airstrike or something like this. These are not odds you can work with.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. I said she's aggressive, so we're gonna move her up. Dragon. It's a base model dragon. And why are they so low on armor? Okay. That's the thing that the game does. When you have to face a lot of mechs, they will reduce the amount of armor. So, instead of having several large mechs to fight down, I'm going to be facing a lot of medium and heavy mechs with reduced armor. That was weird. With reduced armor. Why did my voice do that? Okay. Anyway. Hit that guy with the long-ranged weapons. We're going to hit the turret with medium-ranged weapons, but we're going to turn off the autocannon.
Charging weapon.
And that should be enough firepower to destroy that laser turret. Yeah.
The directorate must fall. Target destroyed.
Now that we have a line of sight on that
Good to
dragon,
go.
I'm gonna jump her up here,
Ready, set,
up onto the hilltop where I wanted. And now we're gonna yeet this guy.
there we go.
Boom. Unfortunately, we're on his left side, so his primary weapon, the autocannon 5, is in his right arm. We still can't disarm him, pun intended. It's the only target I've got in range, but here I can use my indirect fire, you know, the extra LRMs. The LRM 5 triple plus.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Alright, that was what, 4 autocannon 2s? There's another galleon. Who's gonna shoot at me this time and get a hit? Interesting. Let's see how much damage she took. Left torso, center torso, right arm. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Gonna move this guy in,
Position confirmed.
and see, I'm gonna get to roll all my mechs again before this galleon gets another turn. And he's small potatoes. So we're gonna launch PPCs at this
Acknowledge.
dragon. He's a bigger threat. Who is texting me? Why? Why would you do such a thing? Okay.
Waiting on you, Commander. Standing by.
Alright. And now
Copy that.
we'll get sensor readings on everything here. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's a bunch of autocannon 2s. Fortunately, she, like me, has the multi-targeting, which is one of my the multi-targeting and the I can't remember the name. It's got the little castle symbol. 29. All right. So yeah, we're gonna do the multi-targeting here. So A is just the LRM. B we're gonna put onto the dragon, and C we will shoot at the galleon. We're gonna turn off the autocannon because of its low chance to hit. Save the ammo.
I'll make it
Don't
happen.
have to worry about the heat. Left leg destroyed.
Vehicle destroyed.
Okay, and he's knocked. So, there's 2 medium lasers from that turret. For an Atlas, negligible. I was to say, he's going to be at enough range So, we're going to split fire. But only a little bit.
Engaging multiple targets.
It'll kill that turret. And this is a thing I wouldn't have been able to do if I hadn't modded the Atlas. Not that that LRM 5 on the Dragon's going to do a whole lot of damage,
Waiting for
but it
orders.
is something. Let's see if we can jump her again.
Time to fly.
Something like that. I'm debating on not taking this shot. Because I don't know how much more we'll be facing. And her LRMs always run out first. So we'll save it. And we'll let the Warhammer
What's up, boss?
not be able to move far enough. Curses. Let's say we'll let the Warhammer deliver the killing blow.
Moving to position.
With all of his energy weapons, we don't have to worry about spending ammo we might need later. But he can't move far enough to get a shot around the corner, so he's going to be able to stand up and return fire again. See, I should have taken the shot with the LRMs. I think he's got his autocannon left. Because I know we took out his LRM ammo.
Yes, I hear you.
Oh, yes, I say I want her there.
Location confirmed.
Save the LRMs, save the autocannon. Leave the SRAMs on. I'll say that should be enough. Put me in there.
Full throttle.
And Mr. Alexander that we're rescuing. Right in my mech. Oh, I have to have all 4 mechs in there?
What can I do for you?
Interesting. I love jump jets. The flexibility with terrain that it gives you. There have been missions that I was able to successfully complete only because I had jump jets.
On it.
I hear ya.
Stabilizing. Engaging cooling system.
I'll make it happen.
She actually took more damage than I feel like she should have with that engagement. But, like I said, her personality, she's a notoriously aggressive pilot. So, that is why I intentionally moved
Don't
her
need
up
to tell
like
me
that.
twice.
Alright, everybody's on board.
New sensor contacts. I've got hostile units converging on your location.
Damn you, Victoria. Taking hostages is a coward's move. If you wanted to fight me, you should have come yourself.
When I send you to hell, be sure to tell Lord Carosas that.
I'm not gonna bother explaining all the backstory there. We're just here to shoot stuff. Oh, they are coming from multiple directions. Okay. I think I'm just gonna walk everyone into it's not giving me the option to move for anyone, so we're just gonna braze them.
You have my attention.
So I'm going to try and get everyone into this stand of trees
I'll do what you ask.
and use them for cover, because that gives us an additional 20% damage reduction. Gives me a little bit of evasion. Panther. So he's going to shoot at me because I don't have tree cover, but he missed with that PPC. Hopefully, because I'm going to say because of that one little chevron of evasion I had built up. Now these guys are going to come and shoot my Highlander in the back, and I'm going to be pissed. Oh, Hunchback. Yep, shot in the back. Sorry, baby. Oh, the poor Highlander. There's an irreparable Star League mech. I'm willing to lose the Warhammer. I don't care if my Atlas gets shot up. That Highlander is not negotiable. Alright. Wolverine. Intact Wolverine. And a Panther. I'm going to move him. Let's put him here.
On it.
The Panther's actually an easier target to hit. Barely. We're going to shoot at him anyway.
Engaging target.
And now his PPC is gone. Like, so now all he has is an SRM4. Like, that PPC is his weapon. That was his gat. Okay. Glitch.
I hear ya.
Fortunately, the damage was light enough it didn't pen her armor. I'm going to take advantage of her jump jets some more.
Got it.
75, 65, 70, 60. This Wolverine is going to be a bigger threat now. And the difference chance to hit isn't a whole lot. I'm going to use this Vigilance since I'm losing resolve points anyway. Send it. Miss. Nice hits with those LRMs though. My brother plays this game and he and I were talking about it recently. And he snipes, in his words, he snipes with PPCs a lot, which is what PPCs are good for. And he doesn't like LRMs.
I'm moving.
Well, I do. Because, you know, like that, it applies the chance to hit to every missile and not to the whole weapon. So if you have a PPC or like her Gauss rifle that just missed, you miss entirely. Whereas with an LRM, 60% chance to hit, 60% of your missiles are still going to hit. With an LRM 20, that's 12 missiles.
Copy that.
I think he had his large laser, his big weapon, in that arm. No, this way. I want to keep facing towards these guys coming down the road, but still keep them in my firing arc. Yeah, say I got rid of that large laser. So, he's not a whole lot of a threat anymore either. And having damaged him, and he's lost all of his evasion, so my LRMs. So there's that knockdown. There's another good thing about LRMs. Arguably, my brother's case is entirely sound. The PPC, when it does hit, applies all of its damage to the same location. Whereas LRMs are going to spread their damage over multiple hit locations. And then you have to contend with ammo and running out of it, and if you take damage, possibly your ammo exploding. There's pros and cons to everything. Picking weapons, picking mechs. This game is all about that balancing act, which is part of why... That's a lot of lasers. That's gotta be a quick draw.
Damage minimal.
No, that was the Hunchback, but that's the version of the Hunchback with lasers instead of an autocannon. Which I think actually helps me in this case.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, Keymaster. He is down. So I'm gonna let you deal with these two guys on the mountain. And the three of us assault mechs will focus fire on the ones coming up the road. Ugh. He has an SRM 4. He has an SRM 6 and a medium laser. That's all that's left.
Good to go.
We're going to rotate her a little bit, so they're still in our firing arc. And let's start dealing with this Hunchback and his huge stack of, 8, 10, something like that, a boatload of small lasers. There's a reason we call them laser boats, because that's a boatload of lasers. Oh, and that's an SRM carrier. It must die, and it must die now.
Tell me what you need.
Kamiya, you've got longer range guns. I need your extended range large lasers to kill that SRM carrier before he gets in range to shoot all of those SRMs. If she doesn't kill it,
I'll make it happen.
I'll be able to hit it with a salvo from my LRMs. Okay.
Flag the hop
Whew.
back in.
That was sketchy. Rotate a little bit. Use this vigilance since they decided to shoot at me now. I mean, he's in range. He's the largest threat in range.
Engaging target.
There's that big AC-20. All these LRMs. Solid. Ooh, SRM-4. Ooh, my Atlas is so scared.
Damage minimal.
Like, you lost your PPC. You're in an expensive, possibly irreplaceable family heirloom war machine. In the tabletop game with real players piloting that mech, he would have disengaged already.
Damage
He
minimal.
would have withdrawn, lived to fight another day, and save what's left of his mech. Trebuchet. The Wolverine, I could see staying with an aggressive pilot. He's got more armor. He's still in the fight, even though his weaponry is now very limited. And we are focused on other targets that are shooting at me. We're gonna split the fire. Hit that little guy because we can. And give everything else to the Hunchback.
Engaging multiple targets.
Right, leg destroyed, so he's gonna fall down.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
So, between the Highlander and Kamea's Atlas, we'll be able to make called shots on his downed mech, so hopefully we can end him. My problem here with this guy is going to be heat. So how about we turn off the PPCs and hope these medium lasers... Nope, a miss and a leg. Say if we can get both of those hits in the center torso, that's enough to kill the Panther. Sacrifices we make for
Reading you loud and clear.
heat. Alright, now you can use your autocannon. That's where all of his lasers are. So we're going to call that shot there.
Affirmative.
Boom. Fortunately, this part of the computer game does still work like the tabletop game. So if you destroy, an arm, if an arm has 15 points of structure and you hit it with a 20-point autocannon, you're applying more damage than it has structure. The additional 5 points of damage will get transferred into the side torso section. So you're not wasting damage. So because he is dead, we're going to take advantage of her multi-targeting and see if we can knock these guys out. The LRM-20 was a little bit of an overkill. It'd be nice if you could select, I've got 20 tubes, but we're only going to shoot 10 of them.
When I shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
Saves ammo. I probably would have sent 15, but still, it would have saved me 5 shots. Okay. So now, this undamaged trebuchet is going to be the biggest threat.
Damage is minor, Commander.
We can turn off my LRMs. And we're just getting with the autocannon and the lasers. Oof. I was just gonna say, the trebuchet is a nice mech, but it's an indirect fire support mech. It's a 50-ton mech with 2 LRM-15s. It has very light armor.
Ready for orders.
He should not be standing front line like that. And he's down to just a laser. Yeah.
Engaging.
Hopefully, with accuracy, this will kill him too. There we go.
Enough of these games, Kamea. Do you want to win little Alex back? Come and find me. We'll be waiting for you. Won't we, Lord Madeira?
I'm sorry, Kamea. I evaded capture for as long as I could, but...
That sound you just heard was his jaw, Kamea. It was every bit as fragile as I thought it would be. Consider this a promise kept from our first reunion.
I'm coming for you, Victoria. Do you hear me?
Communication terminated.
Alright. Well, that dropship just dropped off another, assumedly, lance of mechs over there behind us. So,
Coordinates received.
we're going to relocate so they're not shooting us all in the back. Especially the Highlander. 55-ton, 35-ton.
Waiting for orders. On my way. Tell me what you need. I'm on the move.
And again, they shouldn't even be engaging. Like, Maybe if you could throw all of those mechs at me at the same time. But, you know, I'm going to survive this without a whole lot of trouble because they're breaking this up, you know, lance at a time. So we've got a bunch of scout mechs here. I mean, this is a fire starter. If that's 3 fire starters and they're just going to bum rush me with flamethrowers, that might actually... That's a valid strategy. Like, the extra heat, them flamethrowers are no joke. On that note, use this vigilance, since he's the lowest armor. Yeah, that's 2 fire starters, so it's probably going to be a 3rd fire starter. So, I'm going to turn the PPCs off and just shoot the lasers at this guy. We're not going to do much damage, if any, but it'll burn his evasion and lower the Warhammer's heat, which, you know, those guys getting in flamethrower range, heat is going to be his biggest problem. I'm going to rotate and take advantage of my increased LRM capacity. I know the LRM 5 isn't a whole lot of additional damage over an LRM 20, but more importantly is the 3rd ton of ammunition. The standard LRM 20 in an Atlas comes with 2 tons of ammo. 240 rockets, you get 12 salvos. With the addition of a 3rd ton of ammo to go with the LRM 5, which only shoots 5 rockets at a time, you now have 360 rockets, which increases me to 14 and a half salvos if I fire all 25 rockets every time.
I'm listening. I'll do what you ask.
So, you know, lets me fire all 25 rockets 14 times instead of 12. And then I can still fire the LRM 5 by itself twice more after that.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yeah, let's finish this guy. The other one's got guarded, so he'll have reduced damage. And he's still got a little bit of evasion. Oof. The Gauss rifle's a slammer. Rip.
Should have run when you had the chance.
I'm going to target the hell out of those fire starters. Yep, I was right. That's the 3rd one. 3 fire starters. It is the most loathed mech. Here he's using... He didn't use the flamethrowers. Interesting. I mean, I do have 60% damage reduction, so... Using a singular weapon, you get a breaching shot. So you only use the one weapon, but it still does full damage. Which is also a valid tactic when I've got, you know, 60% of
Yes, Commander.
damage reduction built up like that. So we're going to use the vigilance. And same thing as before. Yeah, we'll throw in one of the PPCs, and I'm still going to burn a teeny tiny bit of heat off. Do more damage. More importantly, take out an armor. So there he lost one of his flamethrowers, because I think they've got like 4 flamethrowers per fire starter. It's disgusting. I'm more concerned about burning off his evasion chevrons so that I can shoot him with my other mechs. Hey, look, a Kintara. It was Kamia's, however you're supposed to pronounce it. That was her original ride. It's a lot of SRMs. But they get hot fast.
Good to go.
Put the short-ranged weapons on the closer guy. I feel like the both the LRM-20 and the Gauss rifle would have been overkill for this little guy. 3 mediums and an SRAM ain't gonna kill it, but I'm gonna be able to do all of my assault mechs here at the same time. They're gonna rotate you a little bit. And do her split fire trick. I can turn that off.
Discharging weapon.
Use those larges. Oof. He got both of them. I enjoy this stray shot mechanic. Left leg down. He's done. That's actually an excellent lance buildup. You have the 3 fire starters. They get in fast. They set everything on fire. You're going to overheat the enemy so that they can't return fire. And now you've got this Kintaro with a bunch of SRMs. He can deal damage fast and hard before he overheats. But the problem for them, I just brought too much firepower. I'm going to turn off the autocannon. Save ammo, save heat. Because he's... Yeah, I've got 4 medium lasers. You know, I get 1 hit center torso, he's done. 1 hit in the arm is done. There's my 25 LRMs on the Kintaro. Oof. Which leaves that 3rd fire starter intact. Oh, it's right up on top of the hill.
Every fiber of my being is screaming at me to not abandon Lord Madeira. To drop everything and rescue him, as I know he'd rescue me. In leaving him,
I don't need that alarm.
I betray myself.
I've got time to finish this mission.
It's the right call. And it's what he wanted you to do. For your people.
He's in laser range. For the small lasers.
He'll live. Have faith in that. And press on. It's the only thing you can do.
But he's even closer. I don't know why they're not using the flamethrowers. Like, that's their thing. They're literally called a fire starter. He's got 4 flamethrowers. Plus 2 medium lasers and 2 machine guns. Like, they're supposed to get in close and set stuff on fire. I don't know why he's not. Okay. I'm going to send the Highlanders, and she has the jump jets, and she can just boop, go up the hill.
I hear ya.
So she's going to go get the data.
Special delivery.
Excuse me. Yeah, I want to use my small lasers. love laser boats. Having 6 lasers like that just feels gnarly.
Yes, I hear you.
Alright, we're going to put her
On
there.
my way.
That way the Warhammer still has room to move. He's arguably going to be the fastest mech in the Lance. So I'm going to send him overland. He's going to have to come this way and then up the hill to get to that facility. But I'm going to send him with the Highlander. Alright, let's look at the fire starter. He's beat up. He's beat up. Turn off the LREMs. And split it like that. 3 for 3.
Target's confirmed.
Ooh, I meant that the other way around. I wanted the large lasers and the autocannon on the Kintaro. Oops! At least we know that Firestarter's dead, and we got them both. Okay.
Eliminated.
Oh. He survived the AC-20 hit? Here comes attacking that Warhammer. Like I was explaining in the previous video, the AI's mechanic comes with flamethrowers.
Light damage. Holding firm.
The AI's mechanic is to attack whatever mech has the least armor, not whatever mech is the most dangerous,
Light damage, Commander.
which is arguably probably Kamiya in her fancy Atlas.
Commander.
Okay, so I filled up probably a quarter of my heat scale. Remember, I gotta move him. Okay, but this is the guy. He's got the pilot skill. He can move and shoot. So we're gonna hit him with. Yeah, we're gonna shoot him,
Locked on.
and then we're gonna move.
Target neutralized. Roger.
What can I do for you? Taking the high road.
I guess since all the enemy down here is dealt with. We'll send the Atlases down the road.
You have my attention.
Moving in trees is going to slow you down a little bit, so that's part of why she didn't get to move as far. She had to move through. Oh, look! Ooh, my back popped when I moved there. That's an SRM or LRM carrier of some flavor.
Not bad, cousin. But I am not finished with you yet.
Alright, so we know there's more enemies coming down this road. Let's send the Warhammer this way with the Atlases to face the enemy. And hopefully the Highlander can get up here.
Good to go. No sweat.
On her own. That's a 75-ton mech. But the Highlander here is not picking up anything on sensors, so this facility itself is probably unguarded.
Reading you loud and clear.
I guess it's okay that she's further behind because she has those ER larges. Oh, 25-ton mech. The Highlander can handle that. And a 35-ton mech. Alright.
Receiving you.
How far can I sprint him? And let's put him in the trees over there. Black Knight. Those run hot. I mean, he's got a PPC and large lasers and medium lasers and small lasers. It's a fantastic laser boat. He just doesn't have enough heat sinks. So I'm going to put me in the trees. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I'm trying to speed up. And I can launch all of my LRMs. So yeah, let's see. Small laser. 1, 2, 3, 4 medium lasers, 2 large lasers, and a PPC. Jesus, that's a lot of firepower. I'd probably take out 2 of those 4 medium lasers and add 2 more heat sinks. Because I know they run super hot. There's that LRM carrier. But he's only firing the 20, okay. I can handle that. Kamea.
Standing by.
Gonna walk her. And yes, I was hoping her ER larges would have the range. Send it. Is that a head hit? It was. Okay.
Reporting a critical strike.
What can I do for you? I leap. I soar.
Let's see what's going on here. Commando 1B. Jenner. They're both gonna be hard to hit. So we're gonna split the fire thing. Give the Black Knight the LRMs. And we'll target the Commando with everything else. He's got a large laser. I'm willing to spend a Gauss rifle round on him.
You get a headshot.
Because that was still, what, an 80% chance to hit? I'll take those odds. And there's a knockdown. Boom. Somebody's day just got ruined.
Yeah, critical hit. Is that it? I'm barely
Phone finished
trapped.
charging. I'm actually starting to run out of time here. I've got 25 minutes. I need to wrap this up fast. This video is dragging out way longer than I'd intended. I'm sorry, my not captive audience. Alright, I'm just going to have him use some vigilance and brace up, and we're going to see if we can gun down. I'm going to call the headshot.
Firing on target.
If either of those had actually hit the head, boom, decapitated. He's using a lot of his firepower. He's going to be getting hot quick. Yeah, see, he's already near max heat. Alright.
Reading you loud and clear.
Let's do Kamea's thing. Move her up.
I'm on it.
Still don't have... No, because I need vigilance. She's angry. Excuse me. I'm going to do the cold shot again.
Taking the shot.
I literally called it.
Hostile unit down.
Get wrecked, son. And now that LRM carrier is not going to have a spotter, so he's going to have to move in range. And arguably, because I have a 60% damage reduction, it'll be less damage from all of those
Reporting
instead
heavy
of
damage.
just one. And now it gives me... Yeah. This is the time to be aggressive. Let's push him. We need to get as many guns on target as possible to kill this thing. We're going to turn off the autocannon, but we're going to hit him with the lasers and all the LRMs to make sure it dies. LRM carriers and SRM carriers are identical. They just change out, you know, if they're SRMs or LRMs. And neither of them can be ignored. Okay, this will put her down there in the facility. I'm going to turn off them weapons. She's up there alone, so I'm going to let her use some more of the vigilance and fox off them short-range weapons.
The directorate must fall.
Nice try. You got
Alright, that was
nothing,
exciting.
Jimmy.
That crane just went flying.
Yes, Commander.
We gotta sprint these guys to get them up there to help.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, so she will be in position
I read you, Commander.
to do the download. So she's exposed. Shoot him up. Yeah, I'll say it'll take off that arm, kill his large laser.
And there's more where that came from.
I'm not going to sprint the Atlases because now I can shoot LRMs. Because there's an advantage over the Warhammer's PPCs. Indirect fire. Which in itself is almost enough in my book to warrant their prolific usage. I like laser boats and I like missile boats. It's that simple.
I'm listening. Sounds good.
Move her on the road. See, she has a regular LRM-20 with the regular ammo load. And she's already down to... Yeah, this will be enough to finish him. But she's only going to have 2 more LRM salvos after this one she's currently firing. Which isn't as big of a deal for hers because she has those 2 ER large lasers, so she still has long-ranged weapons.
For the Regan people.
But my Atlas doesn't.
Waiting for orders.
Do some more sprinting.
Let's move.
I hear ya.
Turn that off. It's down. We've used half of her ammo. And she's only got 5 salvos left for the LRMs.
Tell me what to do.
Those LRM-20s eat ammo fast. Whereas I've got... You know, she's got 2 salvos left. I've got 5-ish. 4.5. Oh, I can walk up this way. Alright, I will do. Yeah, there's a little gap in the rock there. We're gonna eat this guy.
got my attention. I'm moving out. Engaging hostile.
She's only got one more shot. But, you know, as I was saying earlier, this is another situation. That guy in the Jenner is outnumbered and
Standing by.
ridiculously outweighed.
On my way.
He should not be here fighting still.
Waiting on you, Commander. Here it comes.
Leg, torso, and arm.
Another hit like that.
He's in a bad way. Now I can move up. We're going to turn off the LRMs. The autocannon is still off. We're just going to give him all the lasers. Because 4 medium lasers and 2 small lasers cannot be ignored.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Yes, I hear you. Confirmed.
By any mech.
Mission successful.
I feel like I should make a comment about family squabbles. But that would require explaining a lot of the backstory to this. Damn, they pay me almost $3 million? Hey, look. I mean, sure, the Warhammer lost half of his armor, but nobody took structure damage. I mean, look at these kills. If they'd thrown all of those units at me simultaneously, they could have done it safely. I'm going to take this medium double plus. I'm surprised I didn't get any Firestarter salvage. I mean, that Flamer obviously came from one of them, but whatever. I'm out of time. Not literally, I've still got 10, 15 minutes, but yeah, I gotta put my shoes on. I gotta leave for work soon. Hence the polo and my regulatory schmog. Ooh, cutscenes, I'll be quiet. Oof. That was heavy. Despite having all the upgraded, the LRM 10 double plus, the AC 10 double plus, I think I'm gonna have to send this Centurion to storage to make room for the Black Knight. Because that's actually a decent mech. Now, which save number am I on? 36. So, there you have it. Another day in the life of a mech warrior mercenary. See you guys in the next vid.